Hey everybody, welcome back to Box Opening Thursdays. Thursdays is when we open new boxes, show you how to put things together, and give you our first impressions. And then we take them to the range and do a full review. So today's product is the Caldwell Fire Control System. We're going to put it all together step by step for you right now. So the first thing we need to do is open up the box on the end here. All right, let's slide this out. This is everything that's in the box. We have this, and then there was a smaller box that was also in there. So we're going to open that first. It is obviously a parts box. So when we look inside this box here, we have a secondary bag, so you can replace this bag with this one, which you fill with like BBs, sand filling, or whatever. I have something similar. This is another one of their bags. It's basically the exact same thing. And what I did with this one is I filled it with BBs. Now, I wanted something that was strong, gave some weight, but also was easy to control. Fill this one at another time, but let's put it aside for now. When we open this up, what we have is our control arm. So the control arm is going to go into here. And I'll bet you anything it's going to go in this way. And then the top will screw into the ball. Like this. So in here we have, a bunch of little plates, screws, bolts, and this is the control knob right here. All right. Here's another plate. And a big adjustment screw here. This is going to go over onto this side here, onto there, because it's obvious that's where it's going to go. So we're going to move all these aside and continue with the box opening. So when I look at this, the question is, how easy is this going to be to put together? Now, what I did like is when you look at these, the cardboard is cut so you can just pull it aside. Here, here, and now this is just going to come right out. Easy peasy. Now this does have some bulk with it. Take a look. Let's remove this padding here. We look here. This is going to set up with those screws. So the irony of this is it didn't come with instructions. So we will show you step by step how to actually do this installation. So we are going to need our screws, these 3 screws right here. So these 3 screws And then we're going to need an Allen wrench. And it came with 2 Allen wrenches. I have several of these small bolts, which are for the smaller Allen wrench. For this next step, we're going to attach this to the control system. I'm going to need our green plate here and these 3 bolts. So let's kind of just flip it over. Now, with it flipped over, I can line up the screws, and I'm going to put the plate over it. So there's a 3rd bolt here, here, and this will come over. And it actually kind of locks in place really well. We're going to hand tighten these first. Now, it's important for you to realize that you have a small bolt and a longer bolt. The longer bolts are going to go up here to the sides. The smaller bolt will go here at the base. So the shorter bolt will go here, and the 2 longer bolts will come over here. So we're just going to simply tighten them. And I'm going to hand tighten them snug, but not too hard. Here we go. So remember, the longer bolt's here, shorter bolt here. We're going to flip it over. Now we're going to put this together. So the screw system here is designed to tighten the bag. You'll see there's 2 screws on the side here. And when you tighten them, it makes the bag shorter for your stock. Now, when we look at this, this large knob here will go on the side. Now, this large knob is designed to raise and lower the overall platform. If you look very carefully, there's a flat end on this knob to this controller. So we're going to line up the flat. And put it in. Now, one of these screw bolts is going to be used to secure this. So we're going to line it up on the inside here. I'm doing it by guesswork here. And we're just going to hand tighten it. Nothing big. You know, you really don't need instructions, but I am happy to show you this step-by-step process. Hey, I hope you are enjoying this video. Please do me a favor. Click on the subscribe button and the like button. Help us with the algorithm as we move forward so we can make more videos on how to put things together, how to construct things, and our box openings for box opening Thursday. When you turn the knob, it'll raise and lower the controller. Now, these other screws are for this. We've already got several in this. You can reuse those. So we're going to put those aside. And there's a barrel stop that goes over here at this end. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove one of the bolts. So as we're removing the bolt here, we can raise this up, and you're just going to drop it in. It goes right here at the end. It's designed to fit that nut. I'm only doing this by hand right now. You will use like a crescent wrench to hold that in place. Now, the pieces I have left are here, here, and here. So our next step here is we're going to take our control wand, and there's a little lip on the underside here, like a little groove, and there's a hole. So that hole is going to go into the grip here, and then this piece is going to lock it in place. So when we look at this, there's a little hole, and right under here is flat. We're going to start by screwing this in and making sure that it's not literally poking out. So we're just going to pull it out a little bit and come over here, and then we're going to hand tighten it once we have a proper lock. So it's now holding that. So if you look, when we control this, it is moving this ever so subtly. So I have full control to fine tune. All right. Now on the end here, you have this flat piece here. So this piece here is going to fit. You see it's flat. It's going to fit right on the side here. And then the ball is going to gently screw on to the end. Just like this. So when you're controlling it, you have the knob to adjust it. Now this can be adjusted any way you want, but this is your fine tune. And then this piece here becomes the lock. So once you have the height that you want, this won't move anymore. So this is your up and down adjustment. This is to lock it in place. These two knobs are to make this tighter or looser to fit your rifle better. Once this is locked, leave it alone, and then this is now your fine adjustment. So that's how easy this is to set up and configure. These other plates will actually go over this part when it comes to using the sandbag ones. So you don't need them for this specifically. This is to secure this to the platform, as you can see. Here, right, actually that fits really solid. I like that. And then I can tighten this up a little bit. Now, what I like about the knob here is I can adjust it without interfering with the rifle, because I can turn it around and move it any way I need to. Make sure it's tight. Yeah, so this is nice. So you can see that I can move this very subtly, just inch it down and make it fit. So far, I really like this. It's actually built really well. Very, very simple to put together and construct. Very versatile. I don't see there to be any issues with this whatsoever. What we will do is we will take it to the range, and I will do a video on how well it performs with different rifles at the range, like sighting in, and then once we're sighted in, we're going to test different groups with this. I know this will work great with a multitude of different rifles, so watch for that video. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to assemble the Caldwell fire control system. You really don't need directions, but I showed you where everything goes and how to construct and put together. It is rock solid. Everything in here looks really, really well made and well done. So I'm very impressed with this system. But the final test will be at the range. Watch for that video, and we'll see you soon.